We are on a mission. We just caught a tiny little bluegill. Look how cute and cool this little guy looks exploring. And oh my god, look at that. Hey guys, what's up? Today we are on a mission to catch either small baby bass or small baby bluegill, whatever the case is. I do want to fill up my not fill up, but I want to stock my 30-gallon fish tank right here. It looks super beautiful, and I want to put a bass and a bluegill, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to catch a bass because small bass sometimes get tricky to catch, but I know for sure we'll catch a bluegill, so hopefully we do catch both. Yeah, we have worms, we have a net, we might try to catch some live minnows, and we have a bucket, an aerator, a really tiny hook, a super small bobber, and 6-pound line test, I think, or 4-pound test, or whatever the heck the case is. But yeah, okay, so we're pretty much going to start with a worm. If the worms don't really do that good, then we will switch over to minnows. It's just that this pond, or little pond canal thing, doesn't really have that many minnows, so it's going to be a little bit tough. But yeah, we just got a worm. We cut like half of it off because it's like it'll be too big, and this is like perfect size for like a little bass or a little bluegill. And then we're going to grab our super tiny micro hook right here, got the little worm, and just rig it normally. And that right there is exactly the rig we're going with for today. We're gonna go ahead and fill this bucket up right now real quick, just in case we do catch a fish. We don't have to like rush with the fish in our hand. So let's quickly fill this bad boy up. And then, oh, I dropped the aerator. And then we'll be good. All right, guys, we have a little fish on, but it's not fully in his mouth, but I'm just gonna try to set the hook anyways. Yeah, no, that was a fail. It's gonna be a lot of that. These fish are really tiny, so they have really small mouths, and most of the time they won't have the hook in their mouth, just the worm. So it's pretty much just luck that we hopefully hook one. All right, guys, sweet. We just caught a tiny little bluegill, and this right here is the perfect size of bluegill we want for a little fish tank, because again, we do have only a 30-gallon fish tank. But take a quick look at this guy. Look how pretty he is. I'm gonna go ahead, run, and put him in the bucket. There he goes, super safe and like no stress at all. We have an aerator here, so the fish has oxygen and it won't die out. We're hopefully gonna catch a bass. I see a bunch of little bass actually, but they're just like not biting the bait, so hopefully we do catch a little bass. All right, so we just caught another tiny bluegill. This one's even smaller than the first one actually. As you can tell, it looks really cool. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy in the bucket just in case, and then later on I'll see if I keep this one or the bigger one. There he goes, super safe. Okay guys, so pretty much we caught no bass, sadly. I caught like maybe in total like 10 bluegill, 2 baby Mayan cichlids, but we're only gonna, I didn't really show you because it would have been like repetitive, but we're only gonna keep 1 bluegill. We do have 2, so we're gonna go ahead, check them out, and see which one we keep. I think we're gonna keep the smaller one just because it'll be better, it'll just be better, you know what I mean? So let's get right into them and see how they look. All right guys, here are both the bluegill. As you can tell, the one on the top is the bigger one and the one on the bottom is a smaller one, so I am gonna keep the one on the bottom. So we're just gonna go ahead, put the guy in, and then this guy, release him back. And now we only have 1 little guy. If you guys want to drop some names down below for this little Jimmy of a bluegill, we'll see what his name is. Let's get this little guy right here, and then we're gonna go ahead, put him in the car safely right here, right next to me. And now we're gonna go ahead and go home. I'll show you guys how he looks. We're gonna acclimate him to the water of the fishing so he's safe, and then he's gonna look really cool in there. Let's go home. Back home, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, I just dropped the aerator. All right, it's good. We're gonna go ahead, put that on there, turn this off real quick, and head on inside. And just like that, we're home, guys. So what we're gonna do is, I don't really have like a drip, like a little tube to siphon water out, so we're just gonna use this little cup right here, scoop up a bit of water from the fish tank, right? And just put it in here for maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, just to make the water the same temperature so he doesn't get into any shock. And also so the water column and everything is pretty much similar, and it doesn't go from one type of water to another type of water and get into shock and die. So we're gonna do that, like I said, 5 times, maybe in 10-15 minutes, and then we'll put him in and I'll show you how that is. Sweet, it's been around like 15 minutes. We got a bunch of cups of water in there, so now the temperature is pretty much the same, and we have this really cool net right here. It's not really cool, it's just a net. We're gonna grab him so we won't shock him anymore, because I don't want to really get him with my hands, because then I'll be getting his slime coat out and all that extra stuff. But we're just gonna try to grab him. Oh my god, did you just see that? There, we got him. There he is, and we're just gonna go ahead, put him in the fish tank, and he's gonna look super cool. There, is our little bluegill. Look how cool he looks. It literally looks super wild. That was my main goal for this fish tank. His colors are really like dull right now, and he's stressed and he's not doing that good, but in a couple days, in like a week, he'll probably be eating and his colors will pop out. His like, just his skin and his scales will look better, and not his fins will also look better. Just he'll look like a better fish in general. Also, I know I said this before, but I am going to be getting rid of these 4 tinfoil barbs. Not away, I'm going to put them in a separate fish tank I have at my girlfriend's house, but they're not going to be in here. So we'll have that bluegill, we'll have a bass, we'll have this Raphael catfish, and then I will get a bichir that I also have at my girlfriend's fish tank's house. So that's like 4 fish. It's going to be really cool. But as of right now, we have these little cool guys and Mr. Cool Little Bluegill back there in the corner. Look how cute and cool this little guy looks exploring. He looks really similar to these guys, so I wonder if maybe those guys think he's one of them, so they all school together. I don't think that will happen, but you never know. But he looks really beautiful, just checking out his new little environment. Super clear and super beautiful. Let me know what you think about this fish tank. If it looks cool, if it looks bad, if I should add anything to it, and just in general, what I should do. But look how cool the little blue is. I can't get over how cool he looks. I know I said cool like 500 times already, but cool. So 20 hours later, and our little buddy bluegill right here, he is doing really good. As you see, I'm about to roll a bunch of cool little cinematic and a little montage of him, but he's really hanging out with his little tinfoil barb friends. You remember I said that earlier, saying maybe they get confused and they think they're one of a kind, like, you know what I mean? So he's been like honestly kind of schooling with them, and they haven't really been picking at each other, and he low-key looks already active, so I'm going to be trying to feed him a little like earthworm like I was using to fish him, right? And maybe he eats a worm. That would be really cool. If not, I know a little Raphael catfish will slurp that worm up like a little noodle. Yeah, let's get right into a little footage. So, as you guys saw, he looks really cool, and he looks sweet, he looks cute and cool. He looks like really cool and everything. I'm gonna go ahead and try to feed him my worm right now, because as you can tell, he's very active. He's like very like what's it called? He's just very active in general, and he's very concerned with everything, and he's looking around, so he looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and feed him, like I said, the worms we used earlier. We're gonna grab one of these bad boys, cut it in half or a very tiny little piece, and see if he eats it, and hopefully the tinfoil barbs don't take it away from him. This right here is the size of the worm we're going to be feeding him. We're just going to throw it in there, and hopefully these tinfoil barbs don't get it. Oh, they did. That's probably going to happen a lot. Alright, so what I did is I fed them little flakes, so they're all up there eating, distracted. I'm going to get this little worm right here, throw it in there, and hopefully the little, no, oh my god. Attempt number 3. Let's see how this goes. Attempt number 4 going in. Hopefully that one doesn't get it. Attempt number 5. Worm 5 going in. He should get this one 100% without a doubt. Let's see. Oh. And oh my god, look at that. He attacked it, but he didn't eat it. Oh, here he goes. Like, doom. I knew that little catfish would eat the worms. Okay, so the bluegill's not eating him. This is my 7th worm, and he ate, as you saw, he did bite that first one I gave him. Well, not the first one, but the first time he actually bit it. He did like bite it, but he didn't eat it. But now I'm gonna throw this fully big one for our little catfish right here, and I want you to see how he just engulfs this thing like a little spaghetti. Here he comes. Look at him. He smells it, and 3, 2, 1, boom. Little noodles. Look how funny that is. And there, gone, just like that. This catfish is super cool. Alright guys, so once again, our bluegill did not eat, but he is very interested in the food and interested in like me and my little hand. So hopefully he will eat soon. I bet the next video I make of him, or when I catch up little baby bass, he'll be eating worms and tilapia and shrimp and a bunch of other little stuff. But I thought of maybe naming him Tiger, because sometimes bluegills get little stripes across them, and right now he doesn't have them. He's just like all green in a way, but when he gets his stripes, he looks like a little tiger. So let me know if you guys like that name, Tiger. If not, just let me know like any other names you want me to name him. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy the video a lot, and I'll see every single one of you guys very soon. Peace.